Welcome back, guys, to another one of these videos. It's been a while, and it is mainly because I haven't really had anything to talk about, but now I have, because, listen, if you don't know, for the past not few months, I'm not gonna say like it hasn't been that long, but for a few months, okay, maybe two, max two, not considered overexzagerate. Anyways, do I not have a skin? I do have a skin, never mind. I've been sitting practicing, not really hardcore practicing, but I've been driving, I've been practicing some other stuff and so on to get actually like do some tests so I can get a driver's license, because that is something I'm supposed to get when I'm 18 apparently, because otherwise I'm not a part of the cool kids. And this guy's internet is not part of the cool kids. He's actually gone. Okay. But anyways, that is something we're doing, and today I finally took like the first few tests. It's called the Risk 1 and Risk 2, and basically they're pretty simple, alright? They're pretty straightforward. All you do is, Risk 1 is basically you sit, talk, have some theory, and just talk about, it's basically don't do drugs and do not drive under the influence and all the risks around it. It is pretty good information, I'm not gonna lie, but that is not what we're gonna talk about today, because well, we're gonna talk about Risk 2, because that was way more fun. So basically what we did on Risk 2 was also pretty simple. You're supposed to get in a car with one other person, because we were 11 people doing this. We had 6 different cars, and we're supposed to drive in a course and do different things, such as make an instant stop, and we're supposed to drive on very, very slippery surfaces, which is like special made to be extra slippery, and they were, I can't even lie, they were pretty damn slippery to drive on. But now I'm thinking, I said there were 6 cars and 11 people, and the thing was, one person was missing. All right, we do not know what happened to that person. They might be dead in a ditch. We do not know. They're gone. They did not show up for the entire day. I don't believe. Anyway, so that was something that happened, and well, something that I realized pretty damn quickly, because we were talking, we were chatting, we were having good times almost. Something I quickly realized was, firstly, nobody wants to be alone in a car. Nobody wants to be alone in a car, nor do they want the car in the front. And secondly, I really need to make this day interesting so I can make a YouTube video finally. So, what did I do? Well, I walk up to that car, past two guys in front of me that took the second car, because, I don't know, they were way too cowardly to take the first car. I do not actually know. That is not me lying. They could have said, I would not dare to drive first. Alright, and I'm saying like, alright, well, you know, someone's gotta do it, and it might as well be me. So I just walked up to the first car, swung the door open, and sat down. Started the car, and then I quickly realized, crap! This is an electric car. And automatic, so I'm saying like, I haven't driven one of these. This is gonna suck. Anyways, I sit down, I quickly realize, alright, I'm gonna be alone in this car. Surprise, surprise to no one. So I'm saying like, alright, I just gotta not mess this up, figure out to drive this car, since it, once again, it's a manual car, so I have no idea. Did that guy die? He died. Alright, so anyway, sit there, okay, quickly realize it. I realized quickly that, hey, this is way easier than manual. Why am I getting a manual driver's license? It's so much easier, oh my god. Anyways, we drive these courses, we get a crash course, not a crash course, that is... Oh, hold on, this guy respawns. Get back here. I've got this guy respawns. Nope. Get off. Bye. Anyways, we got not a crash course, we got a what we're supposed to do course. Basically, they say do not do this and do this instead. Pretty damn simple, if I'm gonna be honest. It was pretty simple. It's do not crash and do what we say, and you should be fine. I were also fine, so it was no problem. But I was going first because it was car 1. It was just it's pretty simple. Your car 1, you go first. It's nothing more than that. Okay, that was the entire car 1 experience. No matter what we did, I went first. All right, it was no. Oh, okay, that did not work out. Anyways, so I'm sitting there driving, and the first thing we're supposed to do is make a stop, honestly, and that was pretty damn simple. Just driving 70 kilometers an hour and just make a instant brake. I don't know, it was pretty simple. All right, it was not really a thing. But the thing was, since I was alone in the car, I got so-called extra assignments, because they're like, oh, we need some more stuff to show you guys. But the thing is, there's not enough people to do so, and the rest of us do not have time. So, well, you're gonna be a test subject. I'm saying like, oh well, that is some great news. I always wanted to be Bruce Banner. All right, always wanted to be an experiment, and it was great. All right, I just had to drive a bit extra than everyone else. It was nothing more than that, honestly. Why am I finding a guy named Josh, and why do I recognize that name? Anyway, so that was basically what I did. I just drove the car extra, but the thing was, eventually we're supposed to move on to, first of all, the slippery part. That guy did not... You know, people say you should end on top, but he technically ended up on the bottom. Anyways. But so we're supposed to drive in slippery, and that was pretty easy as well. It's very, very much more difficult to stop. Pretty simple. Why? Because it was slippery. Basically, the wheel stopped spinning eventually, but the car still glided forward on the slippery surface. Anyways, what happened later on, the thing was I had to drive those extra as well, because, well, I was alone in the car, so I had to drive extra. It was pretty simple, honestly. It was just drive a bit more and do not make a mistake, and you should be fine. Because there was all a double amount of chances for me making a mistake than everyone else. That was basically one of the things that was kind of bad about driving alone in the car. I'm gonna die for this guy, by the way. Never mind, I punched him off. Okay. But yeah, so that was basically what's going on. And eventually, after the slippery thing, we're supposed to go on to another slippery... Well, I do not know how to say that word correctly. I do not need to rush here. What am I doing? Anyways, we're supposed to go on to another thing. And this time was an S-turn. Basically, you know, I'm just gonna put a picture. I do not know how to explain. It's basically a curve formed an S. Whatever. So yeah, we're supposed to go on that, but on very slippery surface. I'm saying like, alright, how difficult can this be, alright? The thing was, since I was only alone in the car, they gave me an extra assignment. Yippee, I thought. That should be fun. So while everyone else drove in like 35 kilometers an hour in that curve, alright, I drove in 50, and that shouldn't be, you know, that doesn't seem like such a big thing, alright? But you know, that it was not really, basically, everyone got to go 3 turns in this thing, right? Everyone went 3 times, so I drove a complete of 6 turns in this turn without failing. I was so proud of myself. But the thing was, you increased the speed 5 kilometers each time you did it. That's what they told us. So that's what I did. It was pretty simple. And the thing was, I eventually drove in 50 while everyone else drove a maximum of 35, alright? It was also pretty simple. That's math for you. It's pretty simple. I say it with effing grade, but still, it was pretty simple. Just do not drive off the court, basically, and it was decently fun, right? I actually did not lose control of the car once, and I am a bit shocked, but you know, it just I don't have words. It worked out, right? It worked out. What can I say? This guy a fireball? Yes, he does. He jumped past me though, so I'm not. You can do it. You can do it. Anyway, so yeah, I managed to do that, and the funny thing is, people missed it. People drove right through the curve. They spun. If someone did a 180, not a 360. Never mind. Someone did a 180 with the car, and I'm saying like, all right, but this was pretty funny. All right, it was decently fun. Did not go too difficult, and when we were done, when everyone had done their turns, right? We got a bit of a talk down on all the things we did wrong, you know, yada yada yada, a bunch of stuff, honestly. But the thing was, I don't know, the driver's instructor did not really seem satisfied with the fact that I didn't fail. I do not know why. He just wanted to see me fail, guys. I don't understand why. He just really wanted to see me fail. So what did he do? He told me, well, since you did so well, why don't you jump back in that car, take 2 of your friends. So I had basically a full-packed car of people. And he said, okay, drive through the curve once more in 35 kilometers an hour. And I'm going to ask you a question, trying to distract you while you drive. I was like, alright, simple enough. I'm getting distracted every single time I play video games by... That's a lie. I'm very much focused on this. Anyways. And what happened was, when I drove up on this curve, started driving... what I didn't realize was quickly that those questions were a juke, alright? He tried to trick me, guys, alright? It was not, the questions did not matter, alright? What mattered was the fact that he swung out with like a, I don't know, I don't even know how he did that. It was basically, he swung out a thing that was supposed to dodge. I meant to dodge it, but I did it wrong, but I mean, I dodged it. And then in return, he was like, alright, you know, you didn't crash, but you know, you could have done this. He tricked me. If I was prepared for it, I would have done it flawlessly. He tricked me. He juked. I don't know. I'm not that man, honestly. Just, he juked me. What can I say? He really just wanted to see me fail. But everyone in the car had a fun time, alright? For once, I was not alone in that car, and we sat down and laughed like the entire time, and they were extremely scared when I dodged. All right, I did like a right turn, left turn, and then back. All right, it was fantastic. I thought I did well. Driver's instructor did not. At least I didn't do 180. I should have said that. I should have so said that, but I did not want to say that because the people that did 180, they were extremely sad, and I did not want to make women cry more. Anyways, that's all for this video. I'm not sure what this is. Anyways, goodbye. I have not made one of these in a long time. Bye bye, have a good time, and that's all for me. That's a very close up picture. Anyways, bye.